Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create your very own faux calligraphy. This is a great way to learn how to form your letters if you aren't yet comfortable holding a brush pen. In the beginning, using a brush pen can feel very frustrating. Faux calligraphy is going to allow you to build a mental inventory of your letters, and you can use these techniques and apply them to brush lettering down the road if you choose to. I started creating faux calligraphy with only copy paper and Sharpies. It felt so much more natural than holding a brush pen. If you want to learn more about my faux calligraphy techniques, keep watching. So here are some of my favorite tools to use for faux calligraphy. They're also going to be listed in my description down below. Alright, so let's talk about the anatomy of the letter real quick. When you're using a standard brush pen or a standard pointed pen, you're doing this all with a single stroke. The upstroke is when you take away pressure, and the downstroke is when you add extra pressure. The downstroke is going to be thicker because of the added pressure. So with faux calligraphy, what we're doing is we are mimicking this look. So to get started, go ahead and just simply draw out your base letter, and then go ahead and add a second line and fill in the negative space. Do this on every element of the letter that is the downstroke. When creating your second line, try to keep it consistent. It's a little bit tricky when you first start out, but with a little bit of practice, it gets a lot easier. Now back to the anatomy of the letter. Here is the downstroke and an upstroke and a downstroke and a little upstroke. So I'm just showing you what the letters look like with a regular brush pen. This was all done in a single stroke, and a little demonstration of the upstroke and downstrokes with a arrow visual. Then I'm going in and I'm creating the same exact letter with different tools. So since the last clip was sped up so you could see the variety of different tools that you can use for faux calligraphy, I wanted to show you up close and personal in real time what the process looks like. It all starts with creating your base letters. Here I'm using a Sharpie marker, but you could use any tool you want. It could be a pencil, a pen, a marker, chalk, you name it, you can use it. And all you need to do is once you have your base letters, you want to go in and add an extra line and fill it in. It's really simple. It just takes a lot of practice to kind of get the hang of the technique. So now I'm going in with my jelly roll by the brand Sakura. I may have just butchered that name. I am not sure on the pronunciation. However, these are incredible gel pens. They are smooth and they are fluid. And so it's just the same exact process with a different tool. before this video ends, I want to leave you with a couple more options of what you can do with your faux calligraphy. So instead of filling in the space with the same marker or pen you used, you can actually go in and let it be an open canvas where you can get creative and you can add any design that fits inside. It's a really fun way to let your creative juices flow and create something a little bit more unique. For this example, I'm just using a couple flowers to fill the space with. But like I said, this is where you can get creative and you can add your own stamp to your letter. So here's another fun technique you can use. For this letter, I am choosing not to do a proper downstroke on the arches of the B. That's just personal preference. And then I'm just touching up the bottom that had a little bit of a rough edge. And then I'm going to go in with a gel pen and I'm just going to put stripes inside that blank space. And this is a really fun technique. It's easy. You can do different colors. It could be a rainbow, it could be anything. And this is fun and easy, especially for beginners. So another technique is to create that second line and not fill it in. I think it looks really fun that way. And for the last demonstration, I'm going to do exactly what I did with the C. I'm just going to leave the downstroke empty, but I'm just going to show you how you can spice up your letter. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add little extensions to the edges of the letter to make it a serif letter. And this is just a fun detail you can do to just kind of give your letter a little bit more style.